Hey,
Hello.
everybody. We made it.
We're here. Just a minute late. That wasn't so bad.
Not
So,
too bad.
hello, everybody. We're glad you're here with
Look
us
at my
tonight. We're going to go over some things. Today, I'm going to go over, we're all going to go over some items that we use that are carnivore style items, whether it be for skincare, home decor, or fitness activities. We are extremely excited for you guys to be here with us tonight. Please like, share, subscribe, whether this is live or replay. We are just so happy you're here. So my name is Laura. I'm your co-host, and I will send you over to Robin.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Meaty Mondays with the Fierce FeLions. We are super glad to be here with you again tonight in episode 22. Unbelievable. The time is going
Yeah.
so fast. It's just absolutely incredible. So, we have some really good topics for you guys tonight, and we're very happy to be back once again. My name is Robin Heron, and I am your carnivorous grandma. Hey,
Yay!
G.
Hey, listen. I just so happen to turn everybody, please forgive me. I am on the road. We are here in a hotel, and when I say flying through the door, I have a massive headache. I've been trying to rub my head. This has been a lot, but honey, the carnivore diet is all that it needs to be for me. I can't wait to share some of these things about some beauty hacks. Your girl turning 60, and then some carnivore decor. I have some ideas. Oh my goodness. And then some fitness. Now, that's the one I'm going to throw. I don't know, because ladies, I got a new challenge for you guys. But let's just see. In the meantime, hi everybody. My name is G Brown, G Brown the Lifestyle Changer, and I'm the co-host with these ladies. Private channel, hanging with the Brown. Boo! Now, okay, so listen, I'm going to go into the first part. Let's talk about some carnivore beauty hacks. Let's talk about some beauty hacks because everybody knows one of mine, of course, is the castor oil. But then because I got that from Laura, but I've placed my order. And if y'all didn't place y'all order, I have nothing to do with that because y'all can let it run out. But I have my tallow lotion. I have my tallow chapstick coming. I have my soap coming, all of that. Because my skin now is so smooth. You look at me rubbing. I know, and it looks
No,
horrific to me right now. But when I
You
say
look
to you,
amazing.
it looks good. It looks fine.
what we
Hmm.
want. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Phone is ringing. Lord help us.
It
This road
happens.
living.
It
But yeah,
happens.
so a lot of times I take tallow and rub it. I use my ring fingers. I feel that your ring finger is probably the weakest finger on your hand, right? And so with that, you can do much lighter tapping and dapping.
Yeah.
And I like to do that with the tallow right across. But now, unfortunately, mine does smell like tallow because I'll use the one that has some salt in it. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't.
That's
Um,
okay.
you can rub it in your hands. I ain't gonna take up everybody's. Hold on, this is in the way. I won't take up all the answers. I'm gonna pass it on. Who got next? Who got next? Tell it, y'all. Let me see.
I believe it's
Laura's
me.
Who's
got next.
got
So,
Yeah.
next? It is
yep,
Laura.
Look,
yep. So,
Laura, I
kind of
can't
like
hear
you
you.
said, oh,
I can hear
are you
you.
able to?
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So, what I like to do, and even though, yes, I do make tallow lotion, tallow lip balm, all these other things, I do that. I will cook, and have some tallow just fresh out of a pot from the beef, and usually my beef fat trimmings that I cook up. And I will put that right on my skin. I mean, and it's so odd to me because I had cystic acne, but I literally put it in all those spots where I used to have acne. The other thing is I had a really bad triangle burn that I had actually set my arm down on my air fryer as soon as I opened the door to it. So it was still like 350 degrees. And I mean, you could even hear it on the video sizzle. And
Oh
so I put some of that tallow directly on it, and it was amazing how within, I mean, just days, you couldn't even see it. And then when the skin came back, usually it'll
Okay.
be
I
a little
really,
different.
really, this is like,
We can hear you though. It will change the skin texture, but it was normal skin texture, so I'm not sure why. Another thing that I wanted to share with you guys that I do is if you ever lift really heavy weights, or you run or sprint or you do any of the exercises, if you get sore, I want you to be aware that you can take out a ribeye steak or any type of steak, and you literally can set that on that sore muscle, and that will help take some of that soreness out. So that's something that I do. I also find out that working out fasted seems to give me a better workout. So I'm not sure if that's the same with everybody else, but on a full stomach, I feel like I can't do my full thing. So, Robin, what about you?
So for me, I was thinking about bacon grease and how good bacon grease can be for the skin. So, if you think about, we do this with tallow a lot, but you can do something similar with bacon grease as well. And it's very healthy for your skin, and you can just massage it right in, and it feels really amazing. I was thinking also about the castor oil for your feet. So if you have crusty feet, one of the amazing things about castor oil is it. I mean, I have crusty feet, so I could put that castor oil on there, and overnight, it's like a miracle. Your feet will be back to normal. So that's a really good one. Also, just for as far as the beauty hack is concerned, I like to mention eyeliner, because I feel like a little bit of eyeliner just really brightens a person up. So, the same thing with lipstick. If you enjoy lipstick, put a little lipstick on. It will make you feel better and make you look better. So, little eyeliner, little lipstick, and you're good to go.
oh, can I add on with that? Sometimes
Absolutely.
people feel like that in like makeup, it's like, oh no, I like, all natural and all of that. That's fine. And this goes to, I tell people, I say, listen, makeup is like an accessory. You wear a bra,
Mhm.
that's an accessory. It helps lift. You might wear Spanx, you might do any of those things. It's an enhancement. And that's all that makeup is. A bra is an enhancement, shapewear is an enhancement. These things are enhanced, and it's to make you feel a certain way. And so, yes, I actually love sitting there just like putting on makeup. I just don't have the time. Oh God, tonight
Yes, I
I had
do
time to
love
put
to
on
wear
my hair,
makeup.
but I love, love, love these ideas and stuff. But I wanted to touch on, because some people feel they don't want to do eyeliner, they don't want to do lip gloss, they don't want to do makeup. No, you don't need to wear a bra. Mm-mm. The
I
way
do.
that
I'm wearing
Wait a
one.
minute. No, no, no. No. Bras are wants. Those are not needs. You have the underwear. You have all of that, and just to go now. Come on, Laura. Isn't there something? Some studies about?
There is. There's two things. So there are studies, especially with the underwire, that it actually can lead to breast cancer. It can lead to
Mm.
women who are breastfeeding to get mastitis easier. So actually, the act of them hanging is supposed to be that way. I know it's not what we're used to, and it's not what the beauty magazines have. They're up here. I don't have to worry about it because I had surgery and I don't have anything but a McRib sandwich. That's about it. Just a nipple and rib. That's it. So I don't need them. So I don't wear them at all. Who
Wait a
needs
minute.
it?
Wait, Laura, since we telling, that was one of the things it drove Frederick. But mine, between being big and that bra strap
Oh,
going down into
yep.
there, I actually ended up with a torn rotor cuff because
Oh.
Yep.
I refused after the triple D, 3Ds.
Yep.
And then I had the big moon right here, looked like butt cheeks because they were so pressed together. And then I said, bras cost $75 for a bra. That was just too much. And I just said, it is what it is. And then finally I had a reduction also. So now I ain't got a problem. Hold on, y'all. This ends up being like that.
I have
what, $6.99?
nothing.
Wait a
Zero.
minute. But here's the thing.
I'm
So
just gonna
Laura,
go with regular bra.
wait a minute. Let me add, Laura. I know this is a Carnivores After Dark question, but so here's my issue. When they did the reduction, so my nipples are sensitive in a different way, and so sometimes I can't have the shirt
Yep.
to rub across. And so because we were traveling, that's why I have one on.
Yep.
But baby, y'all see. If you haven't seen, go to gbrown.com. That's GIEBROWN.com. The picture right there on the front. All I have is nipple covers because the shirt is see-through. The whole thing is see-through. I
Yes,
don't
We all
have a
it
saw the
problem with
dress.
that.
We all saw.
We saw the dress.
We saw that. Yes, we did.
Well, everybody is still there. You get to go see G Brown tits. No, okay, we're not Carnivores After Dark.
It's
Okay,
not carnivores.
ain't dark.
It's not
rewind.
carnivores
Look,
after
rewind.
dark.
Rewind. All right.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, that
So
cracks
those are
me up.
just some great, beauty hacks that you can use. I know, everybody doesn't wear makeup, and that is fine. But if you like makeup, I enjoy makeup. I used to actually be a makeup representative, and I'd go live and do my makeup and stuff. So I enjoy makeup, and especially I love a little bit of eyeliner. So Sandra is saying a properly fitted bra is something most women do not have and don't know how to measure for a proper fitting bra, especially for those bra straps that dig in your shoulders. I don't have those.
But you know what? It had
Problems.
nothing. I knew it was the wrong
Problems.
size.
Okay.
I knew. But okay. So let's tell the truth, ladies. You start gaining weight, your boobs get bigger. Okay, and I've always been heavy chested. At the age of 14 and 15, I was already in a C cup, and so that didn't. Yeah, and when they, like I said, when I had to go up to a triple D, I was like,
Yeah.
oh no. A, B, C, D, D, D. Come on now. It's 3 of them D's.
Yeah.
And you're paying
Yeah.
60 to 75, sometimes $100 a bra. And I did not see myself getting any smaller. I just said, no, I'm not doing that. And babe, but let me just say this. And so many people y'all, listen. When y'all take the bra off,
Best thing ever.
baby, and the angels start singing. Yes, go ahead. Let's say, oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness. And you get that good scratch going on. Okay. All right. Next.
So we have a question in the chat, and I'm gonna that's up on the screen already. So Laura, do you want to take this question?
Yep. And I did put the answer inside there, but if there's anybody on here who is in need of maybe getting their prep supplies of having antibiotics, ivermectin, hydroxy, even your regular, like let's say you have an inhaler like albuterol, or you have Symbicort because you have COPD. There is a website called alldaychemist.com, and you can go onto their site and order their stuff. It's from here, shipped to Canada. Their pharmacy sends it back to us because half of the time over here, they won't sell it to you, or they sell it to you for such a crazy price. So that's where I get my supply of stuff that I have prepped, because I mean, I have all the other stuff. People, if something goes down and people need antibiotics, I have that. I have the natural antibiotics as well. but I'm going to have some of that stuff, of course, to try to help people if that ever comes up. And let's just hope it never comes.
I
But
know
I'm going to
that.
be prepared, yeah, in case it
In case
does.
it does.
I'm coming with my
Yes.
own air mattress. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Don't
Or
worry.
have
All
one of
right, you
those air
guys.
pumps that you
Oh,
do like this.
so in addition to your air mattresses that you
I
should
do
have in case of emergency,
Mhm.
Yes.
let's talk
Yes.
about some tips for home decor for carnivores. So, you could do a couple of things. One thing that I found was that you could do meat themed throw pillows throughout your house. So, as you guys are out at the home goods store or the home store and you see those steak pillows or drumstick pillows, or you see bacon pillows, pick those up and then you can put them on your couch and have those meat-based pillows throughout your house. You could do a plant-based meat display. So you can make meat out of plants. So create a faux display of meat products using realistic looking plant-based alternatives. Or you can put those on serving trays. You can make a charcuterie board out of it. And you can trick
Ooh.
everybody into thinking that this is carnivore when it's actually plant-based. And then one thing too is you could have a carnivore gallery wall. So, no home is fully complete without a rack, like a deer rack or an elk rack up on the wall. So I know that Laura's got one. I've seen her picture. So you want to have your gallery wall. So showcase a collection of carnivorous animal portraits. So if you don't have a rack to put up, you could put up a picture and you can put up a set of pictures of animals on your wall to have your carnivorous gallery wall. And then finally, you could do some carnivore inspired lighting. So this is a really unique idea that you could do where you could get creative with your lighting fixtures by opting for designs that evoke the feeling of a carnivorous habitat. So considering like pendant lights that are shaped like meat skewers. You could get some chandeliers that have faux antlers on them, and then other rustic decor. You could get yourself a bearskin rug, put that in there. That's going to give that
She taking
vibe.
all the good ideas. Go ahead.
That's going to give that vibe that you're looking for. Okay, I will stop. I'll let somebody else have some good ideas. Go ahead.
Oh, I got some.
I think G's next.
Am I next? Okay, so
Yes.
listen. But I need you because I've seen people work with wood, right? I've seen people work with wood. So you have that outdoorsy, but for me, if you come into my house, I have a lot of glass and bling. I know y'all, it's so hard to believe, but I do. And so I said, man, if I got something, I don't know in regards to the antler, but if the wood itself, if I had the trunk and then carved and have a beautiful piece of glass around it, I've seen now so many people are lighting up. Now I don't know. I know Laura has old boy on the wall, and I'm pretty sure she's the one that did it. But there are some really, really, really beautiful things that you can do and start representing your home. And I'm going to give you some ideas. Animal print accents. I know that Laura, Rhonda, Robin, Jesus, I sound like a mama with 12 kids. Just going to call her mom. I know she just gave some really good ideas, and those are great. But I know that people do animal prints in their clothes, their earrings, all of that. Have a trophy room. I'm pretty sure that Laura has one because, and you can start small. Save a chicken bone. It doesn't have to be the whole deer. Just start with a chicken bone and just collect your bones. Have a room that's yours. You can have a safari themed bedroom. So, those, we call them plastic trees, but fake trees. So you can get a few of those, and they have some like palm. Honey, you can put some lights on them and he could be Tarzan and you could be Jane. Oh, that's like more like Carnivores After Dark.
Carnivore
Okay.
After Dark.
Yep. Let me start that again. You can have a jungle bathroom. You can have a wood piece there that or put some leaves out in that joker where you cleaning yourself with some leaves. Give people an experience when they come to your house. Turn it into where you are a reflection of your life and your lifestyle. I think that would be great. Go ahead, Laura, what you think?
Okay. So some of the things that I have looked at doing, of course, like you said, I have the deer heads everywhere. I have some that have the hide on it and it's coming out of the wall like shoulders up. I have some that are just what they call the European mount, which is just the skull from not their lower jaw, just their upper jaw, and it's bleached white with their antlers connected. And it's just kind of like you see in the old westerns where they had like the ox one up on the wall. So similar to that. So I have those everywhere. If I could find a wall in my bathroom, I would have one in there. Speaking of bathrooms, another thing is I have found that they have shower curtains that seriously look like real bacon. And yes, I'm getting one. Absolutely. So I will be doing that. Another thing that I plan on doing, because I love to take pictures of my meals. So I plan on taking pictures of my steak, my fat bites. I mean, it's part of me. It's what I do. And my mother does the outside of the picture frame. She does those picture frames all the time and does these matte things over them. And so I am going to do some of that, and I'm going to put those up in several of my rooms. The other thing is
Oh,
I
make sure you
have,
post pictures, girl. Make sure you
Yes.
post
oh, I
pictures.
will.
Yes.
The other thing is I have a couple gun racks, which I never show on here at all, but they are made out of the lower legs of the deer where the hoof is still there and it comes up like that so that you can set them on there. And then it has a real pretty thing of wood on the back side of it. So that's something that I do, that I put my stuff on. It's just something I don't show. I'm not sure. First of all, I don't want everybody knowing what they're going to get if they try breaking in my door. And second, I don't know how YouTube's going to like it. So it just doesn't get on there. And one last thing that I have thought about doing, and this is kind of survivally thinking, is I've had a deer hide. I have a doe that I completely did that you could hang on the wall, which was beautiful. It was like a bear rug, but it was deer. Beautiful. So I have that. I don't have it up here because we don't have enough room. But I thought, you could take the skin from those and take the hair off and the tissue underside of it, and you could actually use that to stretch around to make your own lamp shades because the light will go through that. And I thought that would be pretty interesting. So,
Yes.
and then you can use soot, which is and I'm trying to think the other name of it, but there's these bands of like white tendon in the animals, and you can use that as actually the stitching that you can do that with. So you can do it for a lot of things, but that was something I was like, I think I will be wanting to do that. So,
Interesting.
That
okay,
sounds
I
good.
I want to
think,
mention one other
yes.
one. Actually, I have a really
Yeah.
good friend that does photography, and she takes photos of a lot of like birds of prey.
Oh, yes.
Like having photos of those animals is really, really cool. I actually should have brought it over here. I have a one of a hawk, got an eagle,
Hmm.
and then she's taken a lot of pictures of owls. So it's
Yeah.
really, really cool to have those photos around your house as well. Okay, Laura, sorry. Go ahead.
Absolutely. No, you're fine. So next, we can play Rebecca's video if you guys would like to do that.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see. That would be. Did you find that?
I did.
Okay.
Yep. We ready to play it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get myself together here then.
But in the meantime, while you're doing that, so everybody, give us some ideas. We've talked about some beauty hacks. I know you guys have some ideas. We've talked about some home decor. Give us some more ideas. All right.
All right. Here we go.
Perfect.
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight, but I'm really excited about the topic today. I'm going to show you some of our family fitness ideas that we have that are tailored to the carnivore lifestyle. And I hope you enjoy them as much as we do. So first, we're going to start at the most basic level. You can take something like these half-pound packages of chorizo or some other sausages and just do some basic strength training with them. Madrigal's mostly focusing on upper body strength, just to help build up those muscles.
I love it.
And this exercise is so easy, even for a beginner. You see here, even a 3-year-old can do it, and it's a lot of fun, and it helps people just getting started. The next level, we have 3-pound chuck roasts here.
All right.
And theory is just showing how you can use it to build your upper body in a variety of ways, working on those lats and triceps and biceps and all kinds of different manners.
Ooh.
And if you want to work the lower body as
Oh,
well,
girl.
you can add it to a squat
Lunges.
just for a little bit more
Yeah.
The kids
impact
making me
than
feel
just the body
shame.
weight exercise alone. And so there's a lot of variety that can be done with just using meat for added weight. The next level is 10 pounds of ground beef. And Madrigal's using it to add to her squat just to give a little bit more work and feel. And for added difficulty, raising it over her head
Wow.
will use even more upper body as making it a full body workout.
What?
And now for the highest level of this, we have 20 pounds of brisket, which
Wow.
would be for the most advanced workouts. But it's brisket, so it's totally worth it.
Uh-oh.
And even here she shows lifting it over her head, adding to the squat, which gives such a deep added challenge to the workout. Next, we have what we call the butter toss. It's a family favorite here. We always have a lot of butter, and it's the best way to unload it and get it into the fridge. We're tossing it back and forth. This builds hand-eye coordination and teamwork as well, which is really important. After you get the hang of this, you can do this also with the chuck roasts or any other large pieces of meat. And finally, on to our family favorite. This is what we call the Rocky. It helps tenderize it, as well as getting out all of the aggression that you might have built up over a week full of being inundated with vegan propaganda. So we like to take turns on this, just really going at it. It helps let off some steam, helps build the muscles. It's really a great partner exercise because the person holding it gets a workout as well. And it's a lot of fun as a family. So we like to get all in on this. I recommend getting a doctor's approval before the headbutting, though. Thank you for watching. I hope this gives you and your family some great ideas on how you can improve your carnivore fitness. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry I couldn't be there.
That was
Perfect.
that was
good.
like
Perfect.
the best. Oh my goodness.
That was awesome.
The best.
Those kids are thinking they are on my level. So the thing that this is something I have not done yet, but I have been thinking about this, and they
Mhm.
kind of went right into that. Is I was thinking it'd be a great idea if you can get one of those ruck vests, and you could put like a full rack of ribs in there or a whole ribeye. This could be very, very beneficial to you because that would be adding 25 to 50 pounds of weight for resistance. Anything that adds resistance to your workout has been shown to be, one, more fun, two, it's going to give you a better workout. And if you're using the meat, you may get it tenderized, which is kind of like what they just showed you. Plus, if you do this outside, you are going to be extremely popular with the neighborhood dogs. And the only reason I haven't done it yet is because we have big dogs in the neighborhood, and I'm afraid for my life, but I may try it. The other thing that I was thinking about is around here, where I'm around a lot of hillbillies, they like to play this thing called cornhole. And I thought, you could do cornhole, and instead of using bean bags, you could use hamburger patties that you've already cooked.
That's
So
it.
I think that would be something good for you to be able to to incorporate exercise plus having fun with the family out in the yard. So, what about you, Robin?
So I was thinking of just one exercise that I thought would be absolutely incredible and would be really beneficial, and that is rolling downhill. So we always talk about like climbing hills, maybe doing stairs and stuff like that. But what if we were just gonna lay down and roll all the way down the hill? I think that would be a really good core workout. So that was the one that I thought about today. The other one was like, and the kids are inspired me, like hopping. Hopping is really good. So, we're doing everybody's getting these rebounders, but if you don't have a rebounder at your house, you could just hop without having a rebounder. So hopping would be another really good one to get those lymphatic fluids moving.
Almost
Okay,
like a
G.
potato sack with their head
Mhm.
on and they. Okay, it's my turn. So listen, I've been thinking about this. One of the things that I know that we have to play Rhonda's video. So I want you ladies and the audience to kind of think about this. All right. In this carnivore walk, and we've just talked about quite a few things. I don't know whether it's some foods that you might miss or something. We document hang in here with me, guys. We document so much in regards to, what your body is doing, how long we've been doing. I want to do a challenge.
Okay.
And some of you might be, clutch your pearls. But in order to be a really good leader, to me, when you're talking with someone and they've been through what you've gone through, like, and now I'm going to jump serious. It's like, I lost my mom. But if everybody still have their mom, then do you really understand where I'm coming from? So with that being said, whether you want to do 2, 4, or 7, those are choices. 2 days, 4 days, or 7 days. But document is going to be the biggest thing. I want to do for either 2 days, 4 days, or 7. I'm thinking more 4 for me. I don't know. The standard American diet.
Okay.
I am thinking to, and here's why. For instance, Laura, I'll use you. You have your keto time, you have your dirty keto, you have your carnivore, you have your lion, and you've been doing this for a while. I really wonder how long would it take for something to happen if you went back to the standard American? Can you get away with 1 or 2 days and then bounce back? Can you get away with a whole week? Because you're the one I'm really, because Robin and I'm 310 or 11 days. Robin has already hit her 1 year mark, but you got years in. So I would love, Robin, I'll start with you. Laura, I know this is going to be something I might have to twist your arm on, but I really, really want you guys to think about it. And once again, it's a document. So Robin, I thought about ice cream. So I think that I would go to Cookout and get that shake I used to get, honey. They milkshakes are off the chain. I'm gonna get. It's gonna have some banana in it, some coconut, and some nuts in it, and that'll be the shake. I'll get the small, and then I'll have that, and then just kind of document what happened. But I think, Laura, your results would really be something. And what about you guys in the audience? How many people are willing to do a 2-day, 4-day, or 7-day? Y'all put y'all answer in the comment. Robin, what you think?
Well,
girl, you do so much with me. You did wall Pilates. You did
I know.
everything.
I'm always game for a challenge.
I know, and this will give us an opportunity to go back and eat some
gosh.
stuff that we haven't eaten. Then we get to come back and tell the people about it.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so Laura,
I will give you one day
Okay.
that I will go back to the standard American diet,
All right.
and we'll see.
All right.
Okay.
What y'all think? So y'all, should she just do one day? Give me more days? What? Y'all put some stuff in the comments for me. Put some stuff in the comments. Wait a minute. Kathy just said something. What Kathy say?
There it is.
You think it'll
She
hurt your
said-
body too much?
That's
Look,
what
some
she
is
said.
saying research is great.
What I think is don't do too much sugar because it's damaging and dangerous, especially to me because I still have partial feeling in three fingers and my toes don't have much feeling.
So then, Arlene, I wouldn't ask you to join us. I wouldn't. But since I got one day out of Laura, and Robin is going to, Robin, we'll decide whether we'll do 2 or 4 days. Go ahead and play.
All right.
I'd say it's a definite no. Okay. Well, let's just watch this next video, and then we'll go on from there.
All right.
Good evening. I'm Rhonda at Carnivore Leo, bringing you news you can use from the community. Normally, I would cover carnivore-related topics, but since I don't have any carnivore news to report, I thought it would be appropriate to talk about the origins of April Fool's Day, which occurs annually on this day. If you were to scan your favorite newspapers or news website on this April 1st, chances are you'll see some headlines that look suspicious. Read further, and you'll probably find that some of those stories are complete hoaxes. After all, it's April Fool's Day. I remember back in 1996 when Taco Bell announced it had agreed to purchase Philadelphia's Liberty Bell and intended to rename it Taco Liberty Bell. I totally fell for that. April Fool's Day has been celebrated for several centuries by different cultures, but the exact origins of April Fool's Day remain a mystery. Some historians speculate that April Fool's Day dates back to 1582, when France switched from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar, as called for by the Council of Trent in 1563. In the Julian calendar, as in the Hindu calendar, the new year began with the spring equinox around April 1st. People who failed to recognize that the start of the new year had moved to January 1st and continued to celebrate it during the last week of March through April 1st became the target of jokes and hoaxes and were called April Fools. Historians have also linked April Fool's Days to festivals such as Hilaria, and that's Latin for joyful, which was celebrated in ancient Rome at the end of March by followers of the cult of Cybele. This festival involved people dressing up in disguises and mocking fellow citizens and even magistrates, and was said to be inspired by the Egyptian legend of Isis, Osiris, and Seth. There's also speculation that April Fool's Day was tied to the vernal equinox, or the first day of spring in the northern hemisphere, when Mother Nature fooled people with changing, unpredictable weather.
Mm-hmm.
Another common theory placing the origin of April Fool's Day in the Roman Empire dates it to the reign of Emperor Constantine. According to this story, a group of fools or jesters convinced Constantine to make one of them king for a day. Constantine obliged, and one of the jesters, named Kugel, was appointed to the position. He decreed that it would be a day of jollity, and thus created what came to be called April Fool's Day. The only problem with that story is that it's a hoax. As this news story reveals, it was itself an April Fool's Day prank pulled by a Boston University professor, Joseph Boskin, on Associated Press reporter Fred Bayless in 1983. Bayliss reported and ran the story only to retract it some days later. This is a good object lesson. Do not take as fact everything you read about April Fool's Day. But don't worry, you can totally trust me, Carnivore Leo. More information on this topic can be found at history.com. Thank you for watching News You Can Use from the Community. Good night.
Good night. April
Hey,
Fool,
Fool!
everybody. Listen, pretty much, you know what,
Hey,
guys?
Never,
Never.
ever doing it.
no.
Zero chance.
What kind of audience? What kind of support?
You guys are supposed to tell us all to say no.
Wait
Don't
a
do
minute.
it.
You
Yes,
guys were
You're
like
supposed to be like, never.
steak pillows, just all kind of stuff we were pulling up and
Steak on my
sounding so.
shoulder.
Oh my gosh, all of this.
Happening.
You getting ready to make lamps and all this other stuff, and we're just talking, and y'all turned around and said,
Oh.
wait a minute, and ladies, thank you for doing the show. I'm warning
Oh.
any tips.
Here we go.
Okay, yeah. Now we'll get to the serious thing. But listen, guys,
Yeah.
that was an April Fool's. We're not look at here. I can
Never.
care less about some ice cream. I can care less about all of that. And I am not putting
Never.
that
Never.
table up right now in my house, but it did sound cute to me. But this entire show had a lot to do with us coming up with some different ideas, because for some reason we've had Christmas, New Year's, something else. Everything is like falling on this Monday. So we're just having a great time with you guys. And we appreciate you all hanging in there with us, sharing these things. But no, now we're going to do something serious. And
Let's take this question.
Yep, let's take this one. Hey, Ray.
Yeah. So do you have any tips on giving up coffee?
I actually do. And this tip comes from Misty. Misty J, I did an interview with her. I posted part of the interview, and then there's a link for the entire interview. And what she did, I ended up saying that's something that I would use in my program. And what she did, so get yourself a container. All right. Whatever size thermos you're going to do, it can be something here, it can be something a little taller, whatever. Make yourself a cup of coffee, put it in here, and this is it. So you can drink it all in one day, or you could turn around and heat however you choose to do. And you know that when this is up, so maybe you want to drink this much, and then this much, this much, this much, because you know that when this is gone, this is it. Okay, so that I thought was really good. And then I know for Robin and I, well, I did this even prior to switch to decaf. So on the few times, the few times that I have had coffee, it has been decaf. I've done the whipping cream inside of it. And probably since I've been carnivore, like I said, Frederick, put in there how many days I've been carnivore. He'll put it in there he'll put it in there for me. And I will say, if I had to say, I'm gonna say 20. I've had 20 coffees in 300 days.
That's good. I suggest that you there's a couple of things. One is that you can reduce your caffeine consumption over time, like, reduce it, go like half decaf for a while until you're ready to convert over. Or the other way is, and Dr. Chafee was the one who gave me this idea, was to get the caffeine pills and just cut the coffee out and take the caffeine pill, which is what I actually did when I gave up coffee. Was I ended up having to take the caffeine pill only a couple of times, and I was transitioned off of coffee. So you can definitely reduce your caffeine consumption and then cut it out, or take the caffeine pill to help you get through the transition phase.
Yeah, I had a patient who was a heavy coffee drinker, but they're an all or none personality like me. And I was like, you may not want to just go completely cold turkey off of it, but he was like, that's the only way I can do it. He just said, I have to either do all or none. So he went off of that. And the way he really dealt with that is he upped his mineral salt. He would put it under his tongue every morning when he got up. And then he did use bone broth. He did the collagen, he did some extra butter, some more salt, and kind of froth that up real good. And he would put that in his coffee mug and take it in his truck as he was out driving. And he said, literally 3 or 4 days, he had a headache the first 2 days. It was pretty good. And then after that, he was like, it was good. And he's never went back. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
And
pretty
that
proud
is
of him.
that is what Misty did after that, because that's something that I recommend for everyone, is to make some bone broth and
Yep.
find what works for you. Because I'll tell you one that I like, when I make it, if I put chicken liver in it, that's just so good. But it's one of those flavors that you can't do too much of. And I end up not liking it. So that's something that I've liked, and I prefer chicken broth taste wise, and then just kind of go from there. But then you still have that same routine of holding a warm cup, sipping from it, add butter, salt, extra fat to it, and then that's the thing that's actually going to help you. Nourishment redacted.
Let me bring it back up.
I just put a thing up for her. When am I supposed to be on y'all show? It's like I can't find my stuff. We called it the high.
Ellie, can you please send G an email?
Oh my God, please, because I'm messing up, child. I am messing up.
So Rachel said that she's going to do it. That's great. Yeah, we do have a question. Let me bring that question up really quick here.
Okay.
If I can get to it. All right. I've been on the carnivore way of eating for 10 weeks. My numbers are greatly improved. For example, A1C went from 5.9 to 5.6, but my fasting glucose is 108. What else can I do?
You can just continue to do exactly what you are doing, because it not only does it take time, but even eating high protein, your liver still does gluconeogenesis. And as you need energy for healing, repairing, doing exercise, even going on a long fast, that can bump your sugar up because your liver is going to kick out. It's going to do that gluconeogenesis to put out some extra glucose. So that's not uncommon. I would just stay the course. I think if you're doing that and your hemoglobin A1C is already dropped that much, I just expect it'll continue. I will recommend one thing. As you get into this 6 months or so, I would do your labs again. And you can do a hemoglobin A1C, but really, as doing the carnivore lifestyle, you really should get what they call glycated albumin. That's going to be a more accurate as to what your blood sugar is doing over that 3-month period of time. Because when you go carnivore for that long a time, our red blood cells tend to live longer, which means they can glycate longer. And plus, you're making new at the same time. So you can sometimes see a hemoglobin A1C falsely go up. But if you do that glycated albumin, that will give you a better read as to what's going on. But congratulations. That's wonderful to see numbers going in the right direction.
Well, let me add this. My computer shut down, so I couldn't see the name. Going across the bottom of the screen, whoever it was you were just speaking with, was it Kathy?
Kathy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Kathy, down at the bottom, if you look, it says Laura's website, Russell Brands with a Z .square .site. That's her website. And if you would like, Laura is a nurse, over 20 years. And you can make an appointment. You can have a whole hour of just sitting and talking with her. She'll go over your information. She has true passion for what it is that she does. So I like to put that out there for everybody. And I cannot get my computer to come back up.
All right.
Okay.
That's okay. Keep going. I'm on my phone. What's the
I
next
just
thing?
want to say, I really just want to say in regard to this kind of jokey joke about trying the standard American diet, um, I highly recommend that we don't do that, that you
Yeah.
don't try it again, because there's so
No.
many issues with it. So when you think about
Yeah.
standard American diet, it has highly ultra processed seed oils. It has highly processed foods like
Wheat,
chips and crackers and cookies and all that stuff that just,
cereal.
yeah, cereal. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard
Yeah.
about the Kellogg plan. There's a whole thing going on about
Oh,
that, like crazy.
horrible.
But the standard American diet is so much worse than even a whole foods plant-based diet. Standard American diet is
Yep.
awful for the body. So I definitely highly do not recommend. What is it? 0 out of 10 do not recommend the standard American
Right.
diet for anybody.
Anybody.
If
Anybody that I
you,
love.
yeah,
Right.
and I love all of you guys.
That's
So
right.
definitely, we're not gonna. We would,
Yeah.
that's definitely not something that we are interested in doing to our own bodies, let alone encouraging anybody to do that to their bodies. I'm frustrated at the people who won't change their ways of eating now.
I know that's right.
I'm
I
trying
know
to get,
that's right.
Yeah.
get
We
my
ain't
life
going back.
together. I'm trying to, and I do not want to, I definitely want to be an example and make sure that I stay the course. And if there is something that you must have, make it a whole food. Let's say you really want to have something sweet. Eat a piece of fruit if that's what you got to do. Eat a whole natural food, not something that comes out of a package or a box or don't eat anything that is highly processed.
Dr.
G?
Kiltz talks about, Dr. Kiltz talks about every blue moon he will have I want to say just a dab of sugar, not sugar, Jesus, honey. If I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken, it was him. And
Yes.
yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
every now and then things happen, So,
Well, and
but
you
we
have to
just,
think about how did our ancestors do it? I mean, if they were out just like my ancestors and they're chasing buffalo and they come across a tree that had berries on it, they're going to eat a few of those berries and get some
Mhm.
of that fast energy and go chase the bison,
Yes.
Same with if I'm sure they found a beehive. I'm sure they were going to go ahead and do that. But the thing is it's not something that they had every week, every day, every
right,
month, and it was definitely
Right.
seasonal. So,
Yes.
but and some people, there are people out there that absolutely can do that kind of stuff, and it doesn't seem to bother them. And kudos to them. I am not one of those people. But back on like the crazy stuff we said earlier, that I really do use tallow, like even just plain tallow on my skin. So that was a
hmm
true story. I
Yes.
would absolutely, and I did find a bacon shower curtain, and yes, I am going to get it. I would never waste a steak putting it on a sore muscle because there ain't no muscle that important in my body that I would waste a steak. So that's not happening. And I would not throw hamburgers in one of those little boxes out in the yard to play corn in the hole, whatever that little game's called. So I would not, and like, as I said, in my neighborhood, I'd be it'd be suicidal to try to carry around any meat in my neighborhood because I would go missing and they would just find probably my hair or something. So would not do that. So I think as you guys have kind of seen, we tried to keep it light, be funny, things that this isn't stuff we would really do. So no, we would never recommend to do any of that stuff. Um, but we just wanted to keep it light and kind of go with the day, being April Fools. So I think we'll let Robin finish up.
Okay. So, we really, really appreciate you guys, everybody who takes the time to come and spend Monday evenings with us. And, today we were just doing all kinds of antics. So thank you so much for coming and being a part of that. April Fool's Day, as Rhonda described to us, is a day for playing jokes and telling lies. I'm sorry. It's a day for telling lies.
And your mom was
So,
even on here.
yeah, my mom's on here. Yep. She's still here. So, we want to keep it fun. We want to keep it light, but it's so serious. The carnivore lifestyle is a very, very serious thing. It's all about your health and healing and letting your body heal from the inside out. And we're learning more and more how amazing the carnivore lifestyle is. So, we want to be adaptable, we want to be creative, but we want to stay the course with carnivore. And at a minimum, as Ellie said, minimum is keto or ketovore. But carnivore is the best. And that's what the doctors will tell you. Keto and ketovore are good. But if you want to optimize your health, you want to go carnivore. So, G, what do you have going on your channel this week?
Girl, I'm just so excited. Yeah, honey, I'm sorry. I need you to, this one won't come back on. I know. And this one I need on the internet so I can get back into here. This one just put over there, but I need you to get on the internet.
Oh,
get that out.
Congratulations, Simpson.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Happy carniversary. I'm assuming it's carniversary. Yay.
Every time I hit connect,
That's
it won't
awesome.
do it. Every time I hit connect, it won't do it. Okay, but anyway, so on my channel, so today is Monday. For everybody that wasn't in here earlier, let me just say I'm at a hotel. Frederick and I were out of town. And guess where I'm going this weekend?
Ooh, I'm so excited.
I'm going to Carnivore Kip. We are going to the cookout. So if you guys are headed to the cookout, you will see the Browns at the cookout. And then, thank you. And then what else? Wednesday, I have a new show starting. Now, for those that don't know, I have a reduced size stomach. I had hey Angela, I had the gastric sleeve and over 11 years ago. And I've been wanting to do a show, and I've talked to a few people that did not have a channel. Thank you, sweetie. Did not have a channel. And so, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get back into the show. So yeah, don't stop right now. That didn't have a channel, but this young lady, she was on Instagram, Creative Bliss, sent me her information, my information. Well, we finally connected. She had the gastric bypass. She was also on The Biggest Loser. So we're going to do, right now, I think it's 26 shows. Every Wednesday we'll come on, and we're going to talk about what led us to, oh gosh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking over here at this, what I'm trying to do. Anyway,
Don't look at that.
I know, but if I don't, do you see a button to stop the video?
No.
That's why I got to get in. We'll be on here forever.
We'll be on forever.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we got to have it.
I need you to get me into that account.
I was going to send you something too, G, today. When I was doing my sprints on the treadmill this morning. I'll have to go back and see. I think it was Dr. Berg, and he was no. It was a biologist guy. Dang it, Bickman, Dr. Bickman. He was talking about the differences between like the people taking Ozempic and the people who had gastric sleeve, who had the banding, had the bypass like she had, and then there's even a newer one that's even more aggressive than that. And it was pretty eye-opening. And I was like, oh, that might be why you get that bubbly stuff coming up, because you don't like the way they bypass your stuff. The duodenum is where like the pancreatic enzymes go in to help break down the food. You don't have that spot. They bypass that. When they made your sleeve, they go down to below that. And I was like, oh, so I'll have to see if I can find that, and I'll send that to you. That might give you some information to use that day too.
So Wednesday but this show will be in the daytime, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, 10 a.m. I'm glad I repeated that. Eastern Standard Time will be my time, and we'll be on, and we're going to share this journey. If you know someone that is thinking about having the bypass,
Yes.
please have them tune in. If you know someone that had it, have them to tune in, because I want you to see how, did you get in? No. I want you to see how, yes, you can not have that surgery. And then, because I woke up 140 pounds, but gastric bypass never came close to this. Okay, so, and then I'll just share that, and I'll say it again. I was actually ashamed of having the surgery because I felt like I was admitting that I couldn't do it, and I couldn't. I could not do it. I know I couldn't do it on my own. At least that's how, oh gosh, that I felt. And so we're going to talk about that Wednesday morning. And then I did a 2.5-hour interview with Dr. Chafee. When I tell you that I'm telling y'all, I received the award for making Dr. Chafee blush. OMG. This man, my questions back to him. We talked about testicles dropping. We talked about hot flashes. When I tell you, I had questions and he had answers. And so I'm gonna pull some stuff from there, but I will turn around and do the entire interview as well. So be ready for that. And then I have a video coming out, and I want to say it's Sunday. I have a video coming out kind of showing you a little bit about the gastric bypass surgery, because don't do it. Don't do it. Can you have some great results? Some, but see, they didn't call me back to say, talk to the people, because I would have told you not to do it. Don't do it, because with the carnivore diet, I do have some struggles. And that's what we're going to focus on Wednesday, are the struggles with the bypass surgery and the carnivore diet. But is it worth it? Oh God, yes. And those are the things, let me see, that would be interesting to hear about the different.
I'm going to share on my YouTube channel, if I can find Dr. Bickman's thing that I watched this morning, I'll go find it, and I'm going to share it on my channel. That way it's out there.
Okay, but
because it is interesting.
I'm looking. She said you do listen, and I have some pills now that that I can take, but I have to say that Laura told me about ox bile, and a lot of people do that with if they don't have a gallbladder. But for me, I really have to calm that acid down in my stomach. I didn't know that I didn't have acid reflux way up here. It was still down here at the stomach area that my stomach acid was eating up my flap. And so even on the road coming here, I spent probably 20 minutes in a deep burping. Thank you, baby. In a deep burp. So yeah, it is not an easy thing. Y'all finally getting back with it. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. So, but I have that going on this week. And if you know someone, please, please, please have them to tune in. So I love that.
Okay, Laura, you're up.
Okay. Yep, that is the gentleman. That's him. Perfect. So if you look for the one, I believe it was released this morning, but it will talk about, I think his heading, because he went over like people using Ozempic, people using the weight loss surgery, and then excessive exercising, I think, was another one that he did. So, but I'll dig through there and see, make sure I got the right one, because I watched it and saved it, but I just want to dig it up. This week for me, I'm going to be really working on new product. I've got some of the soap bars are going to be put up on site. My elderberry tincture is getting very close to being ready, so I'll be having that up on the site. Yeah, and I'm looking to make some tallow shaving cream. So
Nice.
so I'm going to be working on that. And then Friday, Rabbi Carnivore, I think he says his name is Zen Carnivore, is another one he goes by. He will be interviewing me this Friday at, I believe, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's what
Awesome.
I
Is it
have
going to be
for this week.
recorded or live streamed, Laura?
Well, he said live, so I
Okay,
think
nice.
live.
Awesome,
Yeah,
awesome. That's great.
we'll see. Yeah.
So for me, it's tax season is not yet over, you guys, and I still have taxes to do. So my slowdown is going to last until we get beyond April 15th. But what I am doing is I had an interview with Dr. Chafee, and I am pulling some excerpts from that. He did a really, really good rant on my channel about autism. So I'm working on that video, pulling that extract out so that we can have a separate video that talks about autism. And so many nuggets from that one. So I'm definitely going to continue working on putting some videos out from that. And then I'm going to be interviewing on Saturday afternoon at 5:30 Eastern. I'm going to be interviewing Sherry Reef, who is the Carnivore Mommy. And we met at the Chicago meetup. So I'm excited to see her again and chat with her and see how she's doing, how her life is going. So that's what will be happening on my channel this week. Other than that,
And there it is.
this episode offers a playful twist on the carnivore lifestyle, exploring unconventional applications with a creative and entertaining approach while still maintaining the informative essence of the show.
There you are.
All right, you guys, we're
next
wrapping it
week,
up.
I sent you guys next week. Did you guys get that?
I don't have my phone in here.
I will look.
She saw that. No, wait. Look real quick. I put it on there. But y'all, let me tell y'all something while she's looking. I did. I sent it. It might be in a text message, but let me say this.
Okay.
So since we were doing this show, you guys, I ended up putting. Now y'all can be mad if you want to. I put in that I was doing $200 cash out to one lucky person. Put your handle in. And so many people have been putting their information in. And now I'm going back with a picture of April Fools and say, oh, so wait a minute. Y'all do see my messages and don't comment. And that's my April Fool to them. And all while we're on here, I keep doing this, clearing those things. Yeah, because it's a lot of them. So April Fools.
Bye, you guys. We